is determined to root out the Rose Bush bandit.
Sally Schulze reports from Chicago's North Side.
Natalie Gordon is stumped.
Here, this is part of a rose bush.
She's wondering why someone would pilfer her plants outside her Lakeview home.
It's really frustrating, and I don't understand why.
She now has dirt holes where she had worked hard to spruce up the parkway along Ashland at Grace.
He took all of my rose bushes and my lilies.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. It's a lot of effort. I don't know. It's frustrating and deflating at the same time.
Let me explain this to you. I had an uncle, R.I.P. Uncle Donald, man. He would go do this, but he didn't do it on when it was private property. He did it on like government property. Like in D.C., we got a lot of monuments. We got the Smithsonian. We got the Library of Congress. We got all this stuff. And on the outside of these places, it's very nice. They have a lot of, displays and bouquets and things like that. He would go. They had a lot of tulips and a lot of roses. He would go cut them, take them, and then sell them. Because, you can sell roses on the street. If you've been in any major city, you get off the exit or or somewhere like on a highway or something, or on a major road, there's heading out to the highway, it's going to be people selling roses. Now, if you can get those roses for free, that's all profit. So my uncle used to do that. Like, I was just a hustle, one of his many hustles. He had tons of hustles, but that was one of them. Just go there. The roses and tulips, they're just right there. Like if you just want to look at where I'm at. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a bunch of flowers right across from where I'm at. Because they're trying to spruce up this area. Now, look, man. That's the hustle. That's why he took them. He took them to go sell them. Anything you have of value in these neighborhoods, somebody's going to want it. And somebody's going to take it. Especially if you act like you don't want it. Okay? If you leave your kid's big wheel on the porch, somebody's going to assume you don't want it. If you leave your bike unlocked, somebody's going to assume that you don't want it. You left the flowers out there in the street and on public property. They assumed you didn't want it. Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the stand.
He took all of my rose bushes and my lilies.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. It's a lot of effort. I don't know. It's frustrating and deflating at the same time.
At least this time, she caught the thief on camera. Gordon's surveillance video shows someone dig up the plants on a rainy night.
It was surreal. It's 7.5 minutes of this guy just walking around my yard, digging up each plant individually and just putting them in his grocery cart.
Gordon added this surveillance camera because she says the same thing happened last year.
I thought it was weird. I thought it was maybe, some junk people or something. But looking at the video, this guy is totally sober, so I don't know.
So she turned to Facebook to help weed out the Rose Bush bandit.
I blasted it all over Facebook, and 3 different people have identified the same person as the potential suspect.
She's contacted police, not wanting to confront him alone.
I'd like this person to, reimburse me and, not do it again.
Especially because she plans to replant the parkway eventually. In Lakeview, Sally Schulze, Fox 32 Chicago.
Okay, guys, that be's a white man, if you ask me. That be's a glacier glider, man. That's a glacier glider stealing them damn roses, man. Something need to be done about the real problems in Chicago. The real crime problems. See? White people do it too. If he was black, the cops would have cleaned him up and shot him. They letting these white people steal roses. in Chicago, man. That's the real problem.
Good morning. We are in Chinatown. There was an armed robbery and a shooting here and a series of violent crimes that has residents on edge. In addition to the city pod cameras, there is a private surveillance system that was installed because of crime in Chinatown, and that system picked up the shooting and the offenders on video.
Who do you think is doing the crime and the shootings in Chinatown? This should be easy, seemingly. I mean, logically. And I haven't seen this video yet. But logically, you would think it would be Chinese thugs, Chinese gangsters. That's who I would think it would be, logically. I would think it would be Chinese or even Asian gangsters and hoodlums doing this stuff in Chinatown.
This video was provided to Fox 32 by a source. It is a warning for the residents. Police say that a man was in his vehicle parked on 23rd Street when a Dodge Durango pulled in front of it, blocked the car. 4 people got out, surrounded the car, and started stealing things from the couple inside that vehicle. This was Wednesday night. Police...
Well, them bees dreadlocks hanging out of that gentleman in the white hoodies, hood. So, unless there's some new high-powered beeswax on the scene, because you know that's what white people do to get dreadlocks. They put beeswax in their hair, because white people's hair is very strandy and thin. Even though it's straight, it's very thin. Asian people's hair, however, bone straight. It like shoots out of their head. Next time you're around an Asian person, just watch that baby with a low haircut, just watch how it shoots out their head. Like it's boom. Very different than white people's hair. So unless it's some high-powered, ultra, super, genetically engineered beeswax on the scene, that be's a sun man in the white hoodie.
This video was provided to Fox 32 by a source. It is a warning for the residents. Police say that a man was in his vehicle, parked on 23rd Street, when a Dodge Durango pulled in front of it, blocked the car. 4 people got out, surrounded the car, and started stealing things from the couple inside that vehicle. This was Wednesday night. Police believe the offenders are 3 males and a female, and they are armed. There are other witnesses who are watching from the sidewalk. This was recorded on several security cameras in the neighborhood, and very frightening. The driver suffered a gunshot wound to the hand. A source says that that Dodge Durango had handicapped Illinois plates, was stolen from the southwest side, used here in Chinatown, and then went out to the southwest suburbs where more crimes were committed. These kinds of armed robberies happen all over the city. It can end with injury when the offenders are armed. And 9th District Police, that's this district here in Chinatown, they were here in the neighborhood yesterday to talk to residents about their fears and urge them to report these crimes.
So, the crime in Chinatown is the same as the crime in the Stand. And they still shot that guy. They still shot that guy in that car, even though they took all his stuff. They just left with a shot. It wouldn't have been right if they didn't shoot him. I'm just shocked that the sister in the car didn't get shot. That's a first. That's an Octavia first. There was a shooting and the sister didn't get shot. And why am I saying that these are black people? I don't know. Maybe they're not black people. Maybe they are Chinese people. But Chinatown doesn't mean that. Like, if you Chinatown in D.C., it's a lot of Chinese stores, and maybe there's Chinese people there. But if it's in a city that's a standing outpost, there's plenty of black folk. Wow. This is just crazy, man. Terrorizing these communities. Wow. And I don't consider this like some kind of targeted hate, because the same guys went to another section of the city and continued their reign of terror. So I don't want to hear nothing about this to stop it. No, stop nothing. Stop all this crap. Wow. That's just, I mean, it doesn't shock me when you look at the crime stats for the Asian community, though. Like, this crime stats are so low in America. Like, they literally, like, and I'm not saying there's not Asian thugs. I'm not saying that. We all know China Mac and what's the other dude out there, Stupid, like, some goon in the West Coast named Stupid, but they got Asian Crips and all that stuff. They got all types of Asian gangs and Asian dudes that do that stuff. I'm not saying that they don't, but their stats, their crimes for their community, it's exceptionally low. Like, their communities are similar to their communities in Asia, where the crime is extremely low. So that's why I wanted to give brothers the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to give brothers the benefit of the doubt, but I couldn't. A piece of my mind was like, nah, man, they don't commit crime like that. Like, for the police to have to be like, make an initiative like, we're getting involved and this needs to stop, and the same type of stuff that they have, like, they've got crime, but they don't have nothing to where it's like, yo, we gotta address this. They don't have that type of crime in their community. And that's why I was like, this could be. But then I was like, all right, well, we'll see. I'll wait and see. And of course it was brothers. His brothers pulling up their pants and all that stuff. Man. How far is this going to go? That's what I want to know from you guys. How far is this going to go? Like, when is the backlash coming? Because we do know that a backlash is brewing. A backlash is brewing. Okay? A backlash is brewing. All you got to do is check out the comment section. If you go into the comment section, you see that, like, in any of these videos that I do, I rarely go to the comment section, but I show you, like, there's a serious backlash. Like, it is real. Okay? People, the ruse is up. Okay? The only question is, will polite society still deem it, will they deem it it's not polite to speak on it in public. Sophisticated people don't have those conversations in public spaces. That's the question. But the ruse is up, okay? Everybody knows what time it is, okay? Nobody's thinking like this is not going on. Everyone knows this is going on 24/7, 365 in all 17,985 police jurisdictions. Okay? Everyone knows that this is what's going on. Okay? The question is, when's the backlash coming? When do people say, you know what? Like, we have this community and we don't commit crime, but this community is a very lawless land and we don't commit it. And this is our community. Like, y'all got y'all part of town. It's not like y'all don't have y'all part of town. Y'all have y'all part of town. It's dangerous. It's almost like unlivable, okay? Y'all part of town is unlivable. But now you're coming into our part of town and making our part of town unlivable. So the backlash, when does it come? And I'm not talking about like rumblings. I'm talking about when is it full-fledged? Like, and it's like not the cusp of it, but when does the backlash hit? Because everybody knows. Like, whenever I go to these videos, all the comment section, I'm talking about all of them. Every video I do, the comment section is just like this. And worse. Because some of them are New York. Like, when I do a video on a story from New York, the comment section is even worse than this. Like, they like don't know. Like, they like onto it. Like, it's the cat's out the bag. It's y'all. That's it. If it wasn't, y'all are the ones doing it. And it's y'all. Okay? Like, there's no mistake about not this country, you know, nowadays, these times, millennials. No, it's y'all doing it. And y'all, it's y'all. So, I just interested when the backlash comes. And I would interested in what y'all, when y'all think it is. So get in the comment section and tell me. Peace.